The mission of the Pottstown Cluster of Religious Communities is to transform lives by offering basic needs assistance, spiritual guidance, and self-sufficiency programs to improve people's socioeconomic stability in the greater Pottstown area through cooperation with our faith and community partners. The service goal is to move people beyond crisis towards stability and self-sufficiency. Let's hear more from the Executive Director, Jackie Good.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm the new Executive Director at the Cluster, and it's my great privilege to work with a dedicated board and a mission-driven staff to do everything we possibly can to serve our neighbors. We continue to work in food and housing. We continue to explore more ways to serve our community and to do it better. We thank you if you're with us here tonight for joining us. We hope you learn a little bit more about our work. If you're watching online or after the event, we thank you for taking the time to do it. We hope you'll be part of our family of support. Thank you.
The Pottstown Cluster's values of excellence are compassion, inclusion, and integrity. Let's learn more about these values and the Cluster's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Well, hello, my name is Jessica Devine. I'm the brand new Development Associate and Diversity Advocate here at the Pottstown Cluster. As the new DEI Advocate, our goal here is to incorporate this important initiative in all aspects of our job, board level, staff level, as well as in the community. One of the new things that we've been doing here at the Cluster is incorporating diversity, meaning making sure that there are people from different backgrounds of all types, including inclusivity, in all of our programs and all of our activities and all of the things that we do. We hope to soon incorporate this as well into community events.
Many families are forced to choose between food and rent or medication and depend on the Pottstown Cluster of Religious Communities to close that gap in order to feed and house their families. The Pottstown Cluster regularly responds to community need by dispersing food through a public food pantry, community meal program, delivery service, and food redistribution. In 2022, the Cluster served 4,452 households through their food pantry. Let's head over to the Outreach Center Food Pantry.
Hi, I'm Patricia Shepard. I'm the Food Service Manager here at the Pottstown Cluster of Religious Communities. I'd like to bring you on inside to the Outreach Center so you can see what we've been up to. To better serve our community, we have enhanced our services by adding evening pantry hours. Individuals and families tell us our evening hours have been amazing and a convenience. Our Outreach Center now includes a job center and shared community computer for job search, applications, and resume writing. Our goal is to bring a new, valuable resource to those we serve. Our food service goal is food security. Through our public food pantry, delivery service, community meal program, and redistribution to assure access to sufficient and nutritious food. The Pottstown Cluster Food Service Program provides food security not only to families in the greater Pottstown area, but also redistributes food donations to other local pantries in Montgomery County. Through the support of the Emergency Food Assistance Program, collaboration with Philabundance, and donations from local worship centers, organizations, and businesses, our facility provides food security to over 750 families a month in the Pottstown area, plus families receiving food from other food pantries in Montgomery County. The goal of the Healthy Pantry Initiative is to promote nutrition by educating family members to make wise food choices whenever they are selecting food for the family table. Our food pantry is categorized according to Choose My Plate, which illustrates the 5 food groups that are building blocks for a healthy diet. Our Smart Choice Virtual Pantry allows families to choose nutritious foods through a point system categorized according to Choose My Plate, a dietary guideline illustrating the 5 food groups that are building blocks for a healthy diet: fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. Personal hygiene items and cleaning supplies are considered a basic need. Through a partnership with Philabundance and local farmers, we are receiving fresh produce weekly, including potatoes, squash, onions, and tomatoes for our family. We also distribute over 10,000 pounds of produce a month to local pantries in Montgomery County. This allows food to reach more families struggling with food insecurity. The pantry supports over 750 families a month. Persons that are working, have a disability, or special circumstances can use our online shopping feature from home. We understand the challenges families need to overcome, and with our Smart Choice virtual pantry, we offer some flexibility to help with food insecurity. We also offer a food delivery service for homebound individuals.
The Pottstown Cluster of Religious Communities provides case management and support in finding safe, affordable housing for individuals and families facing homelessness or possible eviction. The Pottstown Cluster administers programs that provide rental and utility assistance, eviction prevention, and rapid rehousing. In 2022, the Pottstown Cluster reviewed 2,979 requests for help to prevent eviction. The housing team works with over 400 landlords to establish stable tenants, making the Pottstown Cluster an important link in the long-term success of affordable housing property owners. Let's hear from housing team members Jessica and Kelly and learn more about how cluster services make it possible for families to not only survive, but start to thrive.
Hi, my name is Jessica Copeland. I am the Housing Resource Center Supervisor here at Pottstown Cluster Outreach Center, and I am here to give you some housing updates. Rental rates in Montgomery County continue to grow at alarming rates. Access to reasonably priced rentals are extremely competitive without enough inventory to meet the demand. This makes it difficult for all income levels, including middle income, and it is devastating for low-income individuals and families. People who have experienced setbacks like job loss or medical expenses, or even income reduction, all while coping with inflation of groceries and utilities. Paying rent is becoming more difficult for all income levels, and the amount of people needing our services continues to increase, while support funding can be unreliable and it can be inconsistent. The challenges are great, and there are many. That is why it's so important to have a community of support for our mission and our work.
So my name is Kelly DeCino. I've been here in some capacity at the Pottstown Cluster for 12 years now. I started as a volunteer, moved into the pantry setting, and helped with food intake. And now my latest role as of September of 2020, when COVID-19 hit, with the Emergency Rent and Utility Assistance Program. Our main priority is to keep people in their homes, keep their power on, or prevent their power from being shut off. So many people right now are struggling with increased rents and increased utility services. So we see a myriad of people from young families just starting out who may have lost a job, or one of the parents have gotten sick, and so that income has lessened, right up to 85-year-old men and women who are just struggling to face these rent increases in the neighborhoods that they've lived in their entire lives. There's not a lot of work right here in Pottstown. A lot of people don't have transportation just to get to jobs. I had a woman yesterday who was saying so much of her earned income is going to Lyft and Uber just to get her to her job. If we can assist people like this and maybe help them with their rent for a couple months so that they can get back on their feet, maybe get a car or a used car, it's been really helpful. We've had many success stories, and I'm really proud to be part of this program. I think it's been really helpful in our community. So there's many success stories. One that I'd love to share with you is, for purposes for privacy, we're going to call her Jane, but Jane is 85 years old. She's lived in Pottstown for 15 years. Actually, she's lived in Pottstown longer than 15 years, but in her particular apartment now, she's lived for over 15 years. She knew what was happening. She was upset by it. She didn't have family that she could rely on. So she called me quite a bit. There was a lot of back and forth. I did feel like I was kind of adopting her as my grandmother at that point and just helping her through the system. But I was so glad that we were able to help her and negotiate a lease for her, that she was able to be able to stay where she was happy and comfortable. if it wasn't for programs like the Emergency Rent Assistance Program or the Eviction Prevention Program, I really don't know where Jane would be right now. I mean, she may have faced homelessness. I just want to thank the Pottstown community for everything that you do. It's so important for donors and volunteers and important members of our neighborhood to really support us and the mission that we have here at the Pottstown Cluster. We couldn't do the work that we do here without you, and stories like Jane's would not be the success that they are without the help from our Pottstown family. So thank you.
Without a community of support, the Pottstown Cluster's work would not be possible. To all of those who have joined us in our mission, our collective action positively transformed lives in the greater Pottstown area by providing food security, housing stability, and supportive services and education to move individuals and families beyond crisis and towards stability. We are grateful for you and your commitment to our mission and our neighbors in need. If you are just learning about us or have an interest in getting involved, we invite you to join us as we work together to make a positive change in the lives of others and help them achieve self-sufficiency. Together, we can do more.